Hi everyone, just a quick one. And so people have been calling me to ask me, what is your take about the Niger crisis? And I say this to them, and I would say this because I first of all want to put it out there that my logic is just my logic. It's not based on any statistics or any facts to prove it, but it is my logic. So I've seen people on social media shouting, the villain is France, and France has done this, France has done that, and all of those. However, I'd like to say to you that in international relations, things are not as it seems. It is a chess game for every one of them, for every member states, right? Um, this is what I think. I think in 2022, the Russian-Ukraine crisis started, and ever since then, there've been so much sanctions on Russia. However, Russia has been able to scale through all of this and is excelling tremendously. One of the ways to actually whip Russia is for the West to come with their might. However, America has been doing this all by itself. The whole of the NATO countries in Europe have not been so sufficient enough in putting their might into bringing down Russia. So some countries are pulling back, most especially Emmanuel Macron are pulling back, saying this is actually the American ideology. This favors America the most. This is not ideal for Europe at large, right? And to bring all of Europe, especially the most pronounced one, back in line, to whip this person back in line, to whip France back in line, the best way to go about it is to hit it where it hurts. Now, they've lost the crude oil or the resources or minerals, or let's not say minerals, as it's the crude oil coming from Russia. So, how do they light up the whole of France? Niger, right? Now, if America really, really, really wants France to fall in line, what does he have to do? He has to start hitting France where it hurts. Now, America has a big military base in Niger. America should have gotten the intelligence that there was going to be a coup, right? So my take is that America is in bed with the coup plotters, and they are in bed with the coup plotters just to put. Just a minute. Yeah, so as I was saying, so I think it's American way of putting France back in line. And how do they do that? They need to torch their natural resources. They need to hit them where it hurts. So they created the destruction, let's not say the destruction, let's say the crisis in Niger, only for one purpose, only to say to the French government that look, if you want us to help you get back what you really, really lost in Niger, you'd have to do what we want in Ukraine. Look, America has less stake in Niger, but America has so much stake in Ukraine. However, America cannot fight Ukraine, cannot fight Russia physically. They need the whole of NATO to fall in line, and most especially France. And if France really, really wants to go to war in Niger, they need America. And if America really, really wants to win the war in Ukraine, they need France and the whole of NATO. So think of it from that perspective, and you would realize that you cannot believe anything said on social media, especially said by politicians. You have to put the dots together for you to come to a reasonable conclusion. That is logic for you. So this is my take, basically. This is my take. I believe Americans knew about the coup. I believe they are sleeping in bed with the coup plotters. I believe that France actually know that America is having something to do with the coups. I also believe that Nigeria is becoming a puppet to the American government and to the whole of the West. And I also believe that they have something against Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is pushing him to fight this hard. And lastly, I also believe that the African Union know exactly what is going on and all of the politics behind it. However, this is what I think. The people would have to stand to defend their own legitimacy, their own government. And if the people are happy, I am happy. But this would never end well for Niger. Neither would it end well for Nigeria. It would only end well for France and America. Use your sense. Who no go no see. And who there no there, you no go no. Chill. See you guys next time. My name is Steve Today.